Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Mohammad Ismail. I am a first year student in the Bachelor's of Engineering in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Bangalore. My USN number is 1V23CD030 and my section is Ferrari and today's subject is POP and subject code is BPOPS203 and today's topic is generation of computers. Let we, let we start presentation on generation of computer. First, we will discuss about what is computer. Computer is a machine that manipulates data according to a set of instructions. A computer is a programmable machine that receives inputs, stores, and provides output in a useful format. They can be constructed out of almost anything. Next, who is the father of computer? Charles Babbage, a British mathematics professor, is regarded as a father of computer. He was born in England in 1792. As the son of the rich banker from Devon, he was inspired by Napier's logarithm tables and Napier's locks and bones. He began to design a difference engine in 1821, which was a very large and complicated machine intended for doing logarithmic calculation automatically. Generation of computer. There are 5 generations of computer. First generation from 1946 to 1955. Second generation from 1956 to 1965. Third generation from 1966 to 1975. Next, fourth generation 1976 to 1985. Fifth generation 1986 to onwards. First, we will discuss about first generation computer from 1946 to 1955. First generation computer uses vacuum tubes, magnetic tapes, drives, and magnetic core memories were developed. ENIAC means Electronic Numerical Integrator and Calculator was the first electronic digital computer. It was about 18,000 vacuum tubes. Its size was too much large. This was very hard to read and write programs by every person. The first generation computer produced too much heat. So this is the first generation computer look like. Next, first generation language abbreviately has I1GL respectively the very early primitive computer language that consists entirely of ones and zeros. The actual language that the computer understands, machine language. This language is known as binary language. Next, let me see the advantages. The advantages of earliest computers are it is that they could perform thousands of calculations each second, making it possible decodes messaging in a useful time periods. A father of this computer had originally planned this machine to try and improve mathematical conjecture, but this type of application could be considered until after the war. Next, let me see the disadvantages. The disadvantages are they were very expensive. They contain thousands of volts vacuum tubes, making them unreliable. The major limitation for earlier computers was that memory was practically non-existing. Only punched tape, daily line memory, and mercury memory were available. Next, we discuss about second generation computer from 1956 to 1965. Second generation computer uses a new electronical devices called a transistor in the place of vacuum tube. Storage capacity of computer also increased during this generation. Second generation computers are also started showing the characteristic of modern days computers with utilities such as printer, disk storage, and other operating systems. Many financial information was processed using these computers. So let me see the language of second generation. Respective, a step up from the first generation language. Allow from the use of symbolic names instead of just numbers. Second generation language are known as assemble language. Code written in the assemble language is converted into machine language. Example IGL. let me see the advantages. It is smaller in size as compared to first generation computer, more reliable, less heat generated. These computers were able to reduce computational times and milliseconds to microsecond, less prone to hardware failure, better probability, wider commercial use. Let me see the disadvantages. Area conditioning required, means AC required, frequently maintenance required, manually assemble of individual component into functional unit was required, commercial product was difficult and costly. Next, let me move on to third generation computer from 1966 to 1975. In third generation computer, transistor was replaced with a integrated circuit, means IC, which is a combination of number of transistor and their electronic component fused together on a single crystal. This generation machines was used to use as magnetic tape and magnetic disk as secondary storage devices. It is look like this. Next, let me see the language 3GL. With the language introduced by the third generation of computer language, words and commands instead of just symbols and numbers were being used. This language therefore had syntax that was much easier to understand. Third generation language are known as high-level language and include C, C++, Java and JavaScript among other languages. Let me see the advantages. Smaller in size as compared to previous generation computer, lower heat generated than second generation computer. These computers were able to reduce computational times from microseconds to nanoseconds. Maintenance cost is low because hardware failure were rare, easily portable, less power required than previous generation. Human labor and cost involves reduced. Next, commercial production was easier and cheaper. Next, we will move on to disadvantages. It does not require AC conditioner required in many cases. Highly sophisticated technology required for the manufacture of IC chips. Let me move on to fourth generation computer from 1976 to 1985. In fourth generation computer, IC was replaced with the microprocessor. A microprocessor chips consist of entire central processing unit, means CPU, in a single chip. Computing speed increased due to the reduction of cost and the availability of computer power at a small place allows everyday user to benefits. Fourth generation language. Let me see the fourth generation language. The syntax used in fourth generation language is very close to human language and improved from previous generation of language. For fourth generation language are typically used to access database and include SQL and cold fusion among others. Let me see the advantages. It is smallest in size because of high component density. Heat generated is negligible. No air conditioning required. Much faster in computation than previous generation. Hardware failures is negligible. Easily portable because of smaller size. Cheapest among all generations. Disadvantages is highly sophisticated technology required for manufacture of LSI chips. Next, we will move on to last generation, that is fifth generation language. Fifth generation language are currently being used for neural network. A neural network is a form of artificial intelligence that attempts to imitate how the human mind works. Let me see the advantages. These computers are more reliable, work faster than other computers. They are easily portable. These computers are available in different sizes with different features with a different affordable prices, having extra high processor speed, having compatibility of parallel processor, wireless. Disadvantages is if computer have their own brain, then they can harm the humanity. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe. Bye bye.